Let's just go for it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, welcome to the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I'm your host, Papa Dank, alongside the 23-6 champion, Brendan Denker. Welcome to the show.
You cut the heel promo after wrestling A-Kid was absolutely awesome, by the way. That heel promo was absolutely epic, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dudes at Ringside podcast. I am the one and only, the voice of a generation, the voice of We Are Wrestling, of Invictus Pro Wrestling, Pete Rosado, alongside Metal Geek and Joe Panther Jr.
Exactly. So your strategy is pretty much let them beat the crap out of each other, and then you come in the next month all fresh and be like, "Hey, I'm taking the title."
When we first came up with it, it was at the House of Hardcore, and we wanted to show my trainer, and me and my brother was trying to get Red up there. He was like, "What the hell are we doing?" We're like, "We're gonna grab you. We're gonna backflip. You're gonna front flip. We're gonna do it."
A food truck. We started thinking about that and thought that could be fun. We started thinking about what we could make and where we would sell it, but we ran into a problem.
We can't cook. Oh no!
Real quick, I have to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
For example, like the thing with Okada Omega is probably my all-time favorite match of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone gives Meltzer shit about that, but that's still my favorite match of all time, even before he gave it 7 stars.
Right?
Well,
Hey, how's
it's
it
a
going?
very difficult thing because wait, the cat.
Gotta do the cat. Thanks for the follow, by the way, everyone. So,
Right, if Rudy's on it, I'll hit you up with his PayPal later and book the tickets for you.
is Rudy like a sponsor? Like, can he start paying for our meals? Like, too, if we come down there.
I mean, I don't know if he can, but he's my rival, so I'm going to say yes. Sure, why not?
If you could buy this
podcast, if you want to do the inside today, just
if you offered us money to buy this podcast, how would you change it?
You basically want free advice on how to improve your podcast. That's what you're after. Come on, my guy. Come on. I don't get advice for
promotion. Somebody brought a cane, right? And people started chanting, "Use the cane, use the cane." And the wrestler actually took it and used the cane.
I mean, if someone was literally like handing it to me, like, use this, I'd use a cane. I wouldn't just grab it from someone though, because they might like need it to walk.
Our key card from the motel across the highway worked in this room at this motel, and then we finally realized, like, oh, we need to go over there and get into our room.
So wait, you could open any door in any hotel in that room, I guess?
Evidently, because we walked right into that room. There was no question. That thing swiped, turned green. We walked right in. That was easily one of the wackiest stories that I can say I had in professional wrestling.
For anyone who's not seen Rudy Roots chops, man, I think they're on par with probably Walter's.
I know Walter does like one chop and he's done. I like to rapid fire shotgun him.
Yeah. So for the fans that don't know, this is just not no ordinary shirt. This shirt is actually really smooth and really nice material.
Really good quality. They're good ones, those ones. So
the ones she sent to us. So
you can even message me directly and I can hook you up with some merch that I have personally. But if you're in desperate need of something real quick, Redbubble is the way to go.
Look at that. It shines right there. Look at that.
Oh,
Any shirt that's actually like that.
I don't think you ever had this much like somebody promote your shirt this much.
Yeah, you guys are really selling it. Like, this is great. I better sell some shirts from this.
Is your dog crazy?
Oh, insane.
It fits right there, right?
You definitely get some airtime. What are you talking about?
Tacos. I got a crave case and a chocolate milkshake. I'm going in.
Forgot about you. I want to watch this later.
A crave case, and then we'll go to Lucharitos.
Lucharitos, yeah, exactly. Just start hounding things down.
Long weekend. I was telling you guys, like, working all weekend, but we made time. You know, it was WrestleMania time. We get the boys together here at the BCP compound. There's brisket. There's a spread. The Vicious one made some like cheddar beer cheese, which was just like out of this world.
Okay. Now I'm like nervous
When
about
when
it.
it's
Cutting
when
a
it's
promo.
announced. There you go.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I can't say too much, but at some point very soon, I will be making my AEW Dark debut. So keep your eyes peeled on AEW Dark. It'll happen by the end of May for sure. Yeah, good stuff. Very exciting.
Do you have any other social medias?
Go ahead.
Who's your favorite Marvel character, you'd say?
Oh, yeah,
Spider-Man. Man, I'm surprised you and Jack are not tag team partners right now.
I know.
But who would be the normal Spider-Man? Who would be like the Venom?
The symbiote.
He would be the bad guy, definitely.
Oh,
I'm
so like fans. If our fans are familiar with you, introduce.
My name is Akila. I'm a wrestler. I am wrestling for more than 15 years now. Absolutely love the sport with all.
I don't know. I see him as I could see you as the good Spider-Man because like the longer hair, you'd be like the Spider-Man with the longer hair, and he could be like the Venom version of that. That's like trust me, and then you trust him, and then he kills you.
Yes, that's perfect. Fits Jack very well.
Smile. I'm your friend. Well. Oh.
I say nothing. I think he's not crazy.
That's what the mod said.
That's what I thought you said.
And what was it like working with Aisha Raymond? What?
You mean for the match? Yes.
The match.
It was incredible. I mean, like I said, I respect her so much. So to be able to be in the ring with her, I first watched Aisha in 2012. She was on the first ever live show I'd ever been to. And I remember that day being truly terrified of her because she was very scary.
Well, I don't know. It'll probably sound kind of vain, but I probably would call myself the most interesting wrestling you've never heard. The most interesting wrestler you've never heard of.
What are you doing, Chad? What are you doing, Home Depot? What are you doing, Lowe's? Come on, man.
Nando's, you need to come to the United States. Let's go. Come on.
Okay, this whole podcast is just like clips of us shouting out and promoting. Like, PPD, check this out. And now, yeah, we're just giving advice. Shake Shack need to come to England, and Nando's need to go to America.
I've been wrestling 15 years all over the planet. I had a WWE contract when I was 21.
That Bobby Blaze has ever done for me is kick me out of the fucking ring one night. So
and that kind of snowballed into just a million opportunities outside the United States. And the cool thing is, like, I did a very almost old school take on how to be a journeyman wrestler. I spent 4 years in England. I spent 2 years in Mexico. I've been back and forth to Japan, and now I'm back and forth to Mexico while doing the American Independence. It's awesome.
What does it feel like to be like in a relationship with another person that's like a professional wrestler, and then you're about to go in a match with them? What does that feel like?
To be honest, it's very, very comforting, if you know what I mean. Because weirdly for us, we were wrestling for a long period of time, just in separate areas of the country, and we didn't even know each other existed.
Sure. So we're lucha wrestlers from Finland, from promotion called FCF Wrestling. We have been wrestling couple of years about.
Yeah, like next month it will be our second anniversary. Yes, we started training in 2019 and made our debuts in 2020.
Yes, we have been a tag team since the very beginning.
The Rose is awesome. She's so awesome.
She's amazing.
She's everywhere. That girl. She's been doing everything.
Right there. We have her card right there.
Yeah.
So I trained her from the first day to where she is now.
Wow. Wow, that's awesome.
It's a mini golden doodle, that's ever so
Really?
special to my girlfriend. So so that's
Nice.
that's their dog. So
That's cool. All right.
yeah.
Here's George. He's
George.
wrapped up in a blanket. As
Oh
you can
my
see.
God, he's a mush. He is
That's
a mush.
George right there. That rascal. That's dog to cool.
That we heard stories that she's now killing it on the independent scene now, and she's getting booked like crazy.
She is. I'm so proud of her.
I really enjoyed your match with Layla Hirsch. I thought that match was absolutely awesome, by the way. And if anyone's in the chat, you should go and out of your way and watch that match. Really, really hard-hitting match. That's the type of style I like in my matches.
I love that match. That's one of my favorite matches, actually. So me and Layla, I had met up with her actually a few times before I got to actually wrestle with her. And she'd always been like super nice, super kind. We chatted up a little bit in the locker room. And we just started we just figured out we just had a lot in common. Like she was actually like adopted. I was adopted. So we kind of on that note, she started really young. I started really young. And she loved hard hitting. And I like that hard hitting style. And so I was actually staying at her house the day before the match. And we just were we were going to each other up. I swear to God, we were just pumping each other up so hard. And that was just, it was so fun wrestling with her because there was absolutely no limits. I didn't have to worry if I hit this person, are they going to say something in the back? We just left it all out on the floor. And she's just a super kind woman in this business, and I'm so happy with how her career has taken off.
So, some of my favorites, I would say Dragon Lee is probably another one.
Oh my gosh.
Dragon Lee, yes. Dragon Lee. Mystico is another favorite luchador.
Now, which Mystico? Because there's been 3.
The one I believe. Oh man, now
you got you.
Got him. Got him.
There has been 3 Mysticos.
Well, yeah. The original Mystico, which was the second Sin Cara. The second Mystico, which became the original Sin Cara, and then he became Caristico. And then the third Mystico, which is Dragon Lee's brother. Who's now Realistico.
Yeah. I would say the original Mystico is probably my favorite,
And actually, speaking of Dragon Lee, you've done seminars with him, haven't you?
Yes. It's brutal.
Yeah. Oh man, his work ethic.
It was very, very intense. It was basically a good 2-3 hours almost.
Oh gosh, wasn't it 4?
I don't even remember. I remember we did cardio, we did Greco Roman drills, we did actual almost sparring on actual mat wrestling with him, and then we started doing some cool spots with him. But yeah, it was brutal.
I was so sad that I couldn't. That was I think it was right before I had the surgery on my shoulder. It was either right before or right after, and I couldn't participate in the seminar. And I was, oh man.
So this is my. Oh, I gotta find my camera. This is
That's a cool one. That's cool. That's like an anime.
I just got those made. Yeah, my my personal trainer. So I work out with a personal trainer and have for 4 or 5 years now. And so for Christmas, she surprised me with that and got the artwork done for me. So I just got stickers made from them. Yeah, she's super.
All right.
I'm Metal Geek.
I'm Joe Panda the Third.
I'm Phil Cardigan.
I'm Baby Yoda. And here tonight's
You did it. You did what I wanted you to do.
We will see you guys in the next one.
Peace.
Emily, let me tell you something, Emily. I'm going to look in the camera. I'm going to talk squarely to you. If you think that you can measure up to Ruthie J, there's a spot open on the 25th of June. Show up. See if you can show out, or you see if Ruthie J is just going to continue to do what she's done to every other female in Magic City? You come tell me.
Clip that.
I just know a bunch of pointless stuff. And honestly, you'll have the longest episode of your podcast ever. I'll be sitting here 4 hours from now, just telling you how time travel is actually possible.
I want to hear this now.
I can't believe you messed up my entrance. How dare you?
I was about
Joe.
to start it, and then my mind
Joe,
went.
what the hell, Joe, man?
It happened.
You had one job. One job.
One
know.
Joe, you messed it up.
I think I saved that bottle of coquito too long.
You shouldn't even be drinking coquito. It's January.
I know. I thought it.
Oh yeah, there's a big giant piece of light tube sticking out of my skin.
Oh.
And so I go into the back, and Tommy Dreamer was in the back, and he watched the match, and he's just like, because he's known me from before, like being up here, and he's just like, I'm so sorry. He's like, you're crazy, and if you don't mind, because he was so concerned for me because I'm stunned and bleeding, he's like, I'm just gonna clean you up right now. And he's pulling pieces of glass out of me. He's trying to he's like, you just need to, because he didn't want to touch me, but he's just like, here, you just need to wipe here. And I'm like, okay. But he's like, so he sees like this big giant piece of glass, and he's like, this is pretty big. So it was neat just having Tommy Dreamer give me these compliments, saying that I'm crazy.
For the first time ever, we're going to be guest commentary on the second episode of Savage Pro Wrestling.
Oh yes, he means like the Lunatrix, the wrestler, not the everyday person.
Yeah.
I
would love to.
Imagine that you could have yourself on 2 separate devices, and you're have yourself on top, and then have yourself on your main computer.
Isn't that a terrific idea that I just stole?
Oh gosh, there
right?
you go.
You're not seeing a cent of it, by the way.
Okay, no.
I'll give you credit, like verbal credit, I'll give you your flowers and stuff,
Yeah.
But aside from that,
is there
Go ahead.
Is there a copyright slip? I mean, come on. Is there a patent on this idea?
People are already doing it as we speak. My people are working on it right now.
Oh man, Joe, you lost your opportunity. There you go, Joe.
It's Lunatrix is just a not very nice person. I'm quite mean in the ring, very arrogant, quite spiteful. I like to lick people as well, lick my hand, chop them, all horrible, weird stuff.
Have you ever had Happy Hippos or?
No.
No, you have to look these up. Happy Hippos next time. These, and the mod would tell you in the chat, Happy Hippos are probably the best one of the best candies.
Wow,
They're like shaped like hippos. They're made by Kinder also.
Wow,
and
Candy Kinder's doing some magical things over there.
Yes.
Have you seen what they've been doing with Kit Kats lately? That I
just don't make us do Steiner Brothers math, because I think I've been so hard struggling to figure out Steiner Brothers math for so long. Joe,
my
maybe
calculator would explode.
Killdozer, have you been able to figure out Steiner Brothers math, or are you still struggling with Steiner Brothers math and you need a tutor right now?
Yeah, I'm struggling with math. I'm definitely struggling with it. I kind of was sitting there watching it, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have a lie down for a few minutes after trying to figure that one out.
My recent matches, I'm really proud of. I had a match with Alan Angels.
Wow.
Because you have to be in fantastic shape to do all the training that we do and to also look the part. So whenever I'm at the Walmart and I see the ice cream aisle, usually I don't torture myself, but when I'm feeling extremely sadistic, I walk by the aisle and I'm like, you know when the cat or the dog is wanting to go outside, but Ken is against the window. That's me. I'm like, I'm like, I want to take you home, and I want to take you home.
And don't deny me. Give me a shopping cart.
It's like the ice cream is knocking at the window. Say, please,
Michelle,
kick
free me, Michelle.
Take me, no, take me.
I want to take all of you home.
I'll take you home.
I know. What's Dante's problem with Foxy?
I don't know. Dante is a very talented kid. I think he's definitely going to be one of those guys people are going to be talking about for a long time. wouldn't be surprised if you saw him on TV.
What's going on, Joe? Joe, what the hell?
God.
They found him? How did Brox find him? Oh shit! Whoa, Brox! Brox, calm down, dude. Calm down. Brox, yo.
My God, no.
No.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
But China had come in that day, and I think we did a signing with her in Aberdeen, and I spent the whole day with her, and I must admit I was very nervous, really nervous, because it was like, holy, it's China.
Doing my spot, and eventually some audiences were calling out, "Hey, Mr. Sparkles, you're sparkly and all that." I know.
And then you can bing bang boom, and then you hit him with the bear. And
anyways, let me restart this real quick. It's the Pride City OG on Instagram and Twitter. Same handle on TikTok too.
W.
Yeah, I am so looking forward to it too. So it is going to be amazing.
Would you rather take a chop from Walter or a forearm from Minoru Suzuki?
Both. Like, I'm down for the challenge. I've never backed down from.
Can we actually talk about that real quick?
Yeah.
Because
SATs are so legendary. They were at Rey Mysterio's party at Raw.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank
you for having me. Congratulations on 300 episodes, and I will see y'all again soon.